Diaspora Moments by Dion London.
Hello, everyone. Happy holiday. I hope you enjoyed this, the holiday that just passed. As for here in America, dear, the only holiday we have is only 25th. 26th, we need to go back to, work.
Go back to work.
But then when you go to Ghana, the dirty December is like
yeah,
a whole 1 week.
I pick it.
a whole month. Hey.
Right, like a whole 1 week. So if you are in Ghana, happy holiday, enjoy your dirty December. If you live in America, Canada, UK, welcome to our life. But thank you, welcome to the Diaspora Moment podcast. I'm your host, Dion. And then before we start, please do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe on this channel, Diaspora Moment. Click on the subscription button right there so that we can grow this community. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. They are all Diaspora Moment. Same name on all platforms. And today, now that we are done talking about Ghana election,
Yeah.
yes, we are back to our normal self again.
NDC all the way.
We are not about to bash NDC and MPP.
Yeah, MPP.
We are tired of them.
MPP. We are tired of
We gave them two shows of our time.
MP.
I think we are done.
In general, we are tired of Ghana politics. It should be banned. It should be removed.
They should be banned.
There's no gain. It's only subtraction. There's no
God.
addition.
So for today, I know you guys will love this particular topic.
Energy.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Energy.
You said energy.
Energy.
So I have Mr. Tintin in the building.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I pick it.
As you say, I pick
I
it.
pick it. The trouble man. I also have Shola, our podcast wife.
No, my podcast wife, not our podcast. My
Your podcast wife.
Hey,
So
God.
all you guys that are
See.
watching, close your eyes. Stop looking at my podcast wife.
And then I have another troublemaker, Mike.
The podcast.
The one and
husband.
only troublemaker.
The troublemaker.
The podcast husband.
The podcast husband.
See this
I
one.
pick it.
You only see him here once in a blue moon.
Only when the topic is interesting.
Oh God.
when I feel like my views need to be listened.
Oh my
I come on
gosh.
this
This
This guy
guy.
is worse than I am.
Right.
Yes.
Who has
I'll
time
be
for that?
dethroned.
Who has time for this one?
Yeah.
So for today, I just want us to talk about having multiple partners. Yes, having multiple. Don't look at me, because I know exactly what you're going to say. Having multiple partners, right?
Some of us are off the market. So yeah, whatever we say in here stays in here.
Are you scared now?
Do not tag me on anything. Do not be like you know me. You don't know me.
Oh my
Whatever I
God.
say here, stay here.
Oh man. So having multiple partners, right? I just want to have you guys' opinion about this. What do you guys feel about that? I know it's different. Like if we have like all men conversation, I know where this conversation is going to go. But since we have both men and women, I just want to hear from both sides of the stories. How do you guys feel about having multiple partners?
We already know what these two about to say.
Right.
Whoa,
So,
whoa, 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 whoa.
hey.
whoa, whoa,
All right, go first because we already know what you're about to say. It's okay. Land. I will give you time to land. Especially
Matter
you.
of fact- matter of
And no,
fact,
in
since-
fact, especially you.
No, whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Listen,
whoa, whoa,
listen,
whoa. Oh,
listen,
yeah?
listen.
Uh-huh.
We'll let the ladies take the floor first.
Go ahead.
And when you say something sensible, we stay quiet. When you say something that is off topic, then we come
Then we
in.
will come
Oh
back.
my God.
See your
Which will
mouth.
be- which will
Right.
be most of it. Which will be most of the time.
Stop it. What rubbish is that?
Most of the time, we have to step in.
Okay, so Shola, since we know that this is going to be more like a men's game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We ladies will start first.
Okay.
And then we'll let them finish.
I mean,
If they don't say anything right, then we'll beat them up here.
right.
Yeah. So how do you feel?
So body count, right?
Right.
Pretty much. I mean, it is wrong on both ends to have multiple body counts. I think we said it off camera, as far as why scripture talks about, waiting to have sex until you're married.
Right.
I think there's a lot of cons that happens when you are having sex outside of marriage. And then if you have multiple partners, you just open up yourself to a lot of spiritual and physical drama. So I personally feel like for both, Your body count should be low
Let's
if you
take-
can low it, and
let's
if it's
take-
high,
Let her
maybe
finish.
you know, if it's high, yeah, exactly. What's your problem?
Let's take
like,
the spiritual.
listen, we just started. Don't do that because you know it's me and you. What's
relax,
happening?
Listen, let's take the spiritual. And
No,
the
I
Bible
will
out
never
of
do
it.
that. No, why not?
Answer the
It's part
question.
of it.
It's a part of
yeah,
it.
but I wanted to answer
Out
without
of
putting that in it.
Shola cannot answer
How you
it
gonna
without
tell her
putting
what
it.
to do?
Exactly.
It's possible. Just
It's
answer
not
it.
possible.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Not everybody
Why are we
believes
arguing?
in that.
Listen, this
Right,
is the
exactly.
question, right?
But let her finish. Don't come in. Go ahead.
But
Shola.
anyways, that's my point of
people
view.
should be quiet.
I think at the end of the day, having multiple sex partners, it's more spiritually damaging than anything. So that's why I would say for both genders, it shouldn't be so. If you do have multiple sex partners before you get married, I mean, nobody's condemning you, but it's
Yes,
not
we
a
are.
good look.
It's not a good look.
It's not a
from
good
both
look.
sides.
It's for both sides. It's not a good look.
Okay, so now let's come to the men. I'm going to start with you.
Yes.
And I end with the troublemaker part 2. What about you?
So this is what I think. Remember my quote: "The world is not fair, and it will never be fair."
Right. You've
So,
always been saying that.
I've always said that. I keep saying that. If you don't believe it, go kick rocks. The world is not fair. So pretty much, it depends. If you're a guy, it's okay. It's okay
so if you're
for
a guy,
you.
it's okay to have
If you are a
Yes.
multiple
guy,
sexual
it's okay.
partners.
Yes, but don't. It's okay, but I'm not saying it's right. It's okay,
Okay.
right? The reason be is everything that you do. Don't think you go scot-free. There's consequences,
Okay.
especially even for guys, right? But for women, since that you are receiving, having multiple partners is receiving multiple
Demons in you.
entities, multiple
Sensation.
bonds.
Go bless you.
Multiple-
Spiritual thing. Right here with it.
It's like
Nonsense.
you know there's some religions that even they will not shake your hand when you greet them, they do, they bow.
right.
The reason be is whenever there's a physical contact, something is exchanged.
Yeah.
Right? Something is exchanged. And a lot of the time with women, whatever is exchanged stays. It doesn't just pass through.
Right.
It stays with them. It becomes part of their conscious experience, right? So if you're a woman and now you have 20 guys, you have 15, 25, whatever you have, now you are born with 5 different people or 10 different people, mentally, spiritually, physically. Now, at a certain, is it a deal breaker? Yes or no? It depends on your age and where you are in life. Now, if I get with you and you're 21 and you already have 10 body count, that's a pre-existing preconditioning hoe. That is what it's telling me you're going to become.
Sensational.
Right? That's what it's telling me. Because already you just 20.
I
You
don't think that's fair though.
who cares? The world is not fair. if it was fair, I would be friends with Elon Musk playing golf somewhere. It's not fair. Okay? That's why I'm not
Talking
a
about
billionaire.
$1 billion stuff. You know
That's
what I mean?
it.
That's why I'm not. So the world is. Let's not even go about
To be
being
honest,
fair.
I think 10 is even
So-
too much. But I'm gonna let you talk.
But let me land. So we have a certain things that when you do as a woman, it qualify you for preconditional, pre-existing hoe. You can already
Right.
tell your future that you are going to be a hoe.
Oh my
right?
gosh.
That is when you have a certain body count.
Hey.
Right? So if you are 21 and you have 10 and above, you should already go sign up for the hoism.
On God.
There's
Right.
one like that?
Yeah, there's a list for hoism.
Hey.
Right? Those type of people, you should already know that you ain't got a wife,
You're
you
part
got
of
a
the
hoe.
clan.
You are part of the clan. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you come up, you 30, and 30, you have 5 body counts, I could say
it's manageable.
it's manageable. When you start going past 5 or 30, then you are more like a civilized in the street, but a hoe in secret.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So
People at the age of 30 going.
yeah, if you have a certain body count, you just walk around making everybody think that you are, but you're actually a hidden hoe. Those are the ones that goes behind their husbands and be having all these people at church coming to visit and they still, doing things with them at the secret. It's a You already had a pre-conditional hole. Now it's manifesting into a typical
Energy.
hole. Typical
A full-time hole.
You got it right. A full-time collecting, like a full-time hole. So you need to be careful so we don't put you in that group.
Okay.
If you're a man, all right, that don't go against you
At all.
at all.
Hey.
My friend, the reason why that don't go against you is that you are giving. You are not taking.
Amen.
You are giving.
Energy.
You are not taking.
Thank you.
Right, Mike? You are giving.
Amen.
You are not taking.
We are givers.
If you're a woman, you are taking. You are not giving. You are taking. So you can take and take and take. And eventually, eventually, by the time you know, some girls, we need to even put them in the streets. I know some girls, they would better off if you put them on K streets.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
K Street.
It's in
I tell you,
DC.
K streets.
How do you know K Street?
How did you know that? Are you not married?
It's in DC.
And so
Are you not married?
I know K
How did
streets.
you know that place?
Why do
Because
you know it?
I used to work on K Street when they were doing the streets, the go tire. I was part of the plan.
When they were
Because
fixing
we
the
know
road.
we know where they are going to stand.
When they were fixing the road.
So it's like you find some girl, some 18-year-old with 30 body counts. What can we do with you?
Hey.
30 body counts are 18, 30 body counts are 25. But yet they want you, and you cheated on me, and then make sure at home. You got 30 body counts. What the fuck do you want us to do with you?
But why did you go and wife her? We're doing very well that she has 30 body counts.
Nobody wanted to wife you. We just wanted to make it 31 body count.
But is this even a question that's being asked there, like in the dating stage? Not like nobody's asking your body counts in 2024.
Nobody is.
We don't have.
So to be honest, nobody's gonna know.
And the thing is this, like this.
Was you asking when you was younger?
I don't need to ask. When I find out, you out.
But you won't. How would you find out?
But eventually, if I find out at 25 or if I find out at 30, even if I dated you to your 50 and I found out that you had 30 body counts, you are out.
You're lying.
Because guess what? You are pre-conditional home.
You're lying. You're
I'm
lying.
telling you.
After being with her
you
for all
spent
this years,
exactly.
you
He's
will
lying.
go.
He's chatting.
You will go.
He chatting. You're lying.
Look,
Hey.
there is nothing worse to a man that when you let's say you take your wife or something to a party, right? And the way I talk and I say, the way I praise my wife, and we go somewhere and this guy, look at this fool. Man, I already give his wife one hot doggy. This one.
But how would you know? No man is gonna say that in public.
We talk. We just
No man is saying that in public unless he a child.
Mike,
No man is saying that in
When
public.
most men get together, right?
I mean, that you're basically saying exactly the same thing. You're not going to say it in public, but man-to-man chatting might come up.
And then guess what? There's that one guy that spreads everything around. There's that one guy that everybody, oh yeah, she beautiful. Man, shit, I done give her some hot doggy. And you're like, oh, you got that? You got one? Oh, you did? By the time we already know you're
I think the world would be very peaceful if everybody walked around with their body count on their forehead.
Jesus Christ, then we will not have any.
That way, everybody with a high body count, when they see people walking away from them, they will understand why. Like you guys said, God said we shouldn't have sex before marriage.
Imagine you walk somebody down the aisle, and already there's 30, 40, 25. Jesus Christ, you know what it looked like having 25? Goddamn 7, 8, they plow you. It's like being plowed 27 times by 27 men.
Censor.
Well, censor, but think about it. Just think about it. Draw 27 lines and each represent one guy. Just draw it. Look, get a can of soda and put 27 on the table and look how many 27 is.
You're saying that with men give and then women receive. But as much as you guys are making it seem like a woman receiving something, let's say, using what you were talking about, like demonic energy or whatever, But let's just use it, or let's just, for example, a water bottle, right? The importance of the bottle is the water that's inside. So if we're pouring you out, you are also taking stuff out, or something is coming out of you, then that's a loss for you as well. So when y'all try to make it make sense, like, oh, women are receiving and they're the one that you men are also losing. You said you are releasing, right? You're giving something.
Our thing
right?
is a factory. It just keep producing.
No. Even if you're thinking about it in the physical sense, y'all get older, your sensor, your this thing, it don't work as the way it's supposed to.
The factory work.
No, it don't work the way it's supposed to anymore because you worn out.
No.
So at the end of the day, when y'all try to make it make sense, it don't be making sense. Y'all just want to have fun, but it don't make sense.
I got a question for both of y'all though.
No.
I have a question for both of it. They said something about the Bible, multiple bodies, this and that, and third is bad. Okay. What about Solomon and David?
You see, let me go at something about the Solomon thing.
What about them?
They had more than multiple.
But how does that change the fact in what we said?
Is that
David
bad?
and Solomon
Yes.
issue.
If you read the Bible, at the end of when you keep reading the Bible, the scriptures, he said it. He said that all this are all vanity.
Right.
Yeah, but listen though, but the same person that was doing all this, right? Is the same person that God said, that's my heart.
He didn't say, first of all, David committed a sin with one woman, which led him to killing another man. And after he committed that sin, God said he was going to take away his son, which he did. And he never committed that sin ever again. His son is the one that had multiple wives and
Solomon.
concubines.
Yeah.
No,
So what are y'all talking about?
No,
And a lot of the women.
Let me kill this one. Let me kill your dream right there. When David was dying, right? Do you know that they brought a 12-year-old girl to keep David's bed warm? Go to the Bible and read it. They had a 12-year-old girl in David's bed. David, when he was dying at 100 and something, they married a 12-year-old girl in him.
What book and what chapter?
All right, go and read it. If you want to know David, go and read David's story for real.
But the whole thing is this, right?
12-year-old girl to come and keep his bed warm. What are you talking
So
about?
Michael, you come in.
The whole thing is about multiple bodies, right? There's the good and there's the bad.
So talk about the good first.
Unfortunately, if you play in the field, right, as a man, right, morally, spiritually, it's wrong. But in society, you're not gonna get any backlash, right? You're gonna look like, oh, you were a player, you were that dude, you were him. But for women, it's not the same. That's why I made a comment.
He's done.
That's why I made a comment saying that it'll be easier if everybody walked around with their body count
on their forehead.
In their forehead. You know, you can't, like Mr. Tintin said, you can't be 25 and you already have 10 bodies.
Preconditional hold.
25. Literally. So that means at what age you started having sex?
Right.
Right? And you want somebody to take you serious. Like Shola also said, at this day and age, nobody's asking about their body count, which is true, because any man that's really talking to you or whatever, it's not about to sit down and ask you how many bodies you got. To me, I think that question is childish. You're not really about to ask no female that question. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it can be good, it can be bad. All depends on what category you fall in. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but it seems more of a good thing for men than it is for guys.
Okay.
Right.
So how many body counts?
Can I just prove him wrong?
Okay, go ahead.
So 1 King chapter 1, all right? And I'm not even going to read everything. I'm going to just read the last sentence. It said, but the king had no sexual relations with her.
Who
Thank
said
you very
that?
much.
Where?
1 Kings chapter 1. You can go to all the versions, NLT, King James, New King James. Which one do you want?
Is this a Bible
Thank you.
war?
Anyways, you can continue. Sorry, what was your question?
David was doing.
He didn't do anything. They said old age. He couldn't keep warm. It's very dear. Blankets covered him. In the line, it's good to read though.
He couldn't keep warm and was giving a 12-year-old.
You see people like you, eh? Anyway, sorry.
They want to use small little things from the Bible to justify.
And the Bible even blessed
their
it
deeds.
and added. You see? Anyways, it's okay. What's the question? Sorry.
So the question I want to ask is how many body counts would consider a woman as a lady? Because now there's a difference between a lady and then what we use in the street terms. I'm not going to mention that name. It's that with an H. So you were saying that a lady, a woman with more than 10 is a problem, right?
I said well, anyways, more than 10
At the age of 25, that's
and you have
a
10.
lie.
That says a
So
lot.
at the age
about
of
you.
25, what would you consider as okay, normal?
But you know, a lot of people, both male and female, lose their virginities around the age 13.
13.
Yes,
13?
in America.
Hey!
Hey!
Have y'all worked with? Well, I worked with
It's
kids.
true. It's true. It's true.
I work
It's
with
true.
high school kids, and
It's true,
a
like
lot
between
of
14
them
and
kids
16.
both. And I've had some male friends, even when I was in college, they told me they lost their virginity, and unless they were lying, but they lost their virginity around the age 9 and 10.
Cap.
Hey.
I promise.
I promise you that's
So
cap.
for me, it's
They
a thing.
chatting.
They from Ghana. They grew up there, so maybe your men's house. They
capping, they
was
lying.
talking about the little servants
Yeah.
and stuff. I don't know what they was
lying.
doing in the house.
And I'm not from
But-
Ghana, I'm from Nigeria.
No, you not.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
from
ever your
Nigeria.
life.
Listen,
No,
listen,
you not.
listen, let's not start this. I'm from Nigeria. Listen.
No, you're not.
They're not Ghanaian and they're capping.
But anyways, a lot of kids lose their virginity around the age 12, 13, 14. So if you're 25 and you have 10 bodies and you started at 13, yes, that
Yeah,
makes
that means-
sense. Yes.
For a
That
boy
means you
or
are-
for a man or for a girl?
Both.
That means you were
And
born with a
that's why I
problem.
said a lot of guys even started earlier than 13.
but-
I mean, yeah, earlier than
But
13.
remember what I said. No matter how many body counts you have, to be honest, morally we know it's wrong. Spiritually we all know it's wrong, right? Mm-hmm. But in reality, it hurts the woman, not the man.
I mean, yeah, in the
You
society
get what
we
I'm
live
saying?
in.
So that's why I said the world will be so much better, like Andrew Tate said, if everybody walks around with their body counts on
But you
their
know, the
forehead.
reality is
Because-
that even if women had their body counts on their forehead, because of the way y'all men are wired, y'all would still do what y'all want to do with them.
But we're not gonna take you serious.
I
Yes.
really feel like y'all men, honestly speaking, y'all talk more than y'all like. You're not as bothered about body count as much as y'all say y'all are bothered. You're not. You're not.
no,
You're
no,
not.
no,
Let's
no,
be
no,
real.
no,
You're
no,
not.
no,
You're not. You're not.
No,
y'all
listen,
are not. Y'all
listen.
talk a lot of stuff.
Listen,
but let me tell you something.
no.
It
Listen,
depends where we want to take you.
listen.
Now, if I
Anybody,
want to
listen.
take you
If
as
you
a
walking
wife-
around, if you walking around with your body count number on your forehead, and let's say you 25, and the joint says, let's say 20, right? Nobody, I guarantee you,
I'm telling you.
nobody.
Even if she's
They're
beautiful.
they're gonna hit and run. They're gonna talk to you.
That's
Play
what I
the
said.
field.
But
Where
why
we
is
want
that
to
such
take
a
you.
big deal? I'm asking a genuine question.
Why is it a big
so then
deal?
let's go
Yes.
bring
At
the age of 25,
and let you
you
see
slept
what
with
it
20
means by
men?
20
Yes.
Why is it a big deal?
Yes.
Because
Y'all have so much energy against it. What is the big
Podcast
deal?
closed.
What is the problem?
What's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Why would I want to? It's like
No,
it's like this.
don't answer the question with a
Give a
question. What's the
reason why. What is
problem?
the
What is the
issue?
issue?
Why?
What is the actual issue with having
You
20
have
bodies?
issue with a 25-year-old with a 20 body
That means
count.
you open your leg 25.
That means your
But
leg
what is
opens
the
to them.
issue? What is the
That
problem
means
with
you
that?
open your leg 20 times for stupid people to enter. That means your choices in life
Life
is
is
very,
just
very,
super
very
bad.
wrong.
So then you got 50 bodies at the age of 25, you two, you're just as stupid, right?
But
Now,
who's society
Because-
demon?
But
But that's why I said that. Listen, that's why I said that. It's different for the two genders. You get what I'm saying? We know spiritually and all that morally is wrong, right? But then when you come to the reality, it's it's shameful for the woman, not the guy.
But you guys are never saying why. Why is it shameful?
Because-
even when you answer the question, you give generalized answers, right? So if it's a general answer as far as why it's wrong, then it's just as bad for y'all men too. So what are we
It's
talking about?
not.
Okay,
I
so
just asked you
Are you a
why
guy?
is it-
Are you a guy?
Hold on,
You-
I
you-
just
are
asked
you a
you.
guy?
Hold on,
Are you a
hold
guy?
on.
That's for that,
What are you
that's for
talking
that.
about? I just asked you why is it wrong, right? You said morally, spiritually, and then you also added it's a shameful thing to have 20 bodies or whatever bodies at the age of 25. That's a general answer, right? So at the end of the day, and with your answer, it doesn't have gender behind it.
Yes.
So
okay.
No,
Let me answer it. Let me
listen,
answer it.
Okay,
Let me
answer
it.
again.
Okay.
I'm listening, by the way.
No guy, right? If you're 25 and you have 20 bodies, right? At the age of 25, no guy, let's say they want to marry you, because guys that want to marry, let's say at the age of 30, because when we have our resources together, that's when we want to marry somebody, right? If I want to marry somebody, right, and you at the age of 25, and you've already slept with 20 men, then that means your decision making is very poor. Your standards is very low. You understand? Very low. So that means you just let anybody in and out, like a hotel or a motel.
You don't learn
But
from your
Dion,
mistakes.
isn't that a general answer?
No.
You're saying that the person is going to be deemed lesser value because
Yeah.
their decision making is poor.
Yeah.
And then they also their value or whatever the case may be.
it's
That's
all-
a general answer. So if a man has the same number of bodies or more, is it not the same issue?
No,
But
men and
you
women are
have
not
poor
the same.
decision.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That listen,
Michael,
Men and
listen to
women
your
are not the
answer.
same.
but that's why I said that it's different on how it's looked for different genders. It doesn't matter if I have 20 bodies at the age of 25. I'm looked at by society. I'm looked at as that dude. I'm looked as him. But for the woman, they are not looked like that. That's why Mr. Tintin said the word is not fair. That's how it is.
No, but that's my thing is that the world being fair or not fair. I'm going based off of every single answer that y'all always give as men. This is the issue that I have with it. When
But-
we're hold on,
listen,
when
listen,
we're
whether
talking
you have an issue with it, whether you
It doesn't-
want to be
no,
mad
no,
about it,
no.
it doesn't matter. Whether
It does
it's
matter,
look, whether
though.
it's general, it's public, it's televised, it's Netflix, it's Hulu, Amazon Prime or whatever, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Whether it's general, it is what it is. If a man,
Society said
if a man has 20 bodies at the age of 25, nobody is going to look at me like, oh, you a hoe. Maybe a few percent will know, oh, you a hoe. By the end of the day, that same person can turn around and marry somebody that's a virgin. But what is the chances of somebody that's a woman that's the age of 25 trying to marry somebody that is high value or we consider high value? What's the chance of him getting that type of man? It's like they're -%. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why would I want 25 when there's a virgin?
Whether the answer is general or whether the answer is left or is right, wherever the answer is coming from, it is what it is. That's why I said that we know spiritually, but biblically or whatever you want to quote from the Quran or whatever, we know it's wrong. But in reality, it is what it is. You understand? Nobody in their 30s, they have their life together, want to marry somebody that's 25 that has 20 bodies at the age of 25.
Can I ask?
You
Can
get what
I
I'm
say
saying?
something? Can I say something?
And
'Cause- hold on, wait. My thing is that
When it now let Mr. Tintin
when it comes to society, I get
See, I'm
that.
behaving.
Males and females have their little. Everybody has whatever they think and whatever they feel, but consequences does not care about gender. Y'all realize that? Realize because you even
Yes,
said
it does.
No, it does not. No,
Okay.
it does not.
So this is-
Because
okay,
hold on,
so-
no. Because even if we're just going to the general reason why having multiple bodies or whatever the case may be is wrong, at the end of the day, whether it's a physical consequence or a spiritual consequence, male or female, you're still going to have the same consequences.
Which is what?
Society
Which is
can.
what?
Which is what for men?
What-
Okay,
what-
what's the
what is
consequences
what?
for men?
Men are
Name
20
it.
that
What-
have had 50
No, wait,
women.
wait.
Listen to
What
what
is
I
the
said.
What is the
Listen
consequences
to what
for
I
men?
just said. We said that the reason why having multiple sex partners is wrong is because there are spiritual consequences and for some physical, whether that be STDs or whatever the case may be, or having babies or whatever, right? At the end of the day, a spiritual consequence does not care about gender.
We don't
If
care
you
about
are
spiritual consequence.
What-
We don't live in
what
the
you
spiritual realm.
Then that's a scary thing for you.
We don't live in the spiritual world.
You are a
We talking
spiritual
about-
being. What are you talking about? Yes, you do live in a
we
spiritual world. What are
I've
we
never
talking
seen
about?
a spirit before. We're talking about
You don't have to
physical,
see one to be.
right? We're talking about what is happening now. Like
Listen,
I can
we
Y'all
contact
about to
and
listen.
feel,
No, listen.
right? Spiritual wise is a different realm whereby
it's-
the roots are
but
different.
okay.
We're talking about a roots that I can see, I can feel, I can touch.
And that's
I
why
can
a
see
lot
it
of people are
happening.
living very unproductive and unsuccessful and unhappy lives because
It
y'all are
doesn't
not waking
matter.
up. How you gonna say
Listen,
we are in a
this-
spiritual world?
This is
what
why.
are you talking
This
about?
is why.
What
This
about-
is why
what about-
I
You
wanted
talking
to.
about what you don't see and what you
So
don't
what about-
hear.
what
That
about
is
a
the
person that's
problem.
an atheist?
What
That's
did
why
you
I wanted
say?
to.
What about a person
That's why I
that's
wanted to
an
take the
atheist?
question out of biblical
What
and
does
spiritual.
atheists have to do?
Answer the
So,
question.
because
Name me
the atheists don't believe in
consequences.
spirit.
And apart from saying, oh, both genders can get like STDs or sexual disease. Apart from that, right? Name me another consequence.
But those are consequences.
But name me another what's the consequence
But
for
that's
a
the
man?
thing. When it comes to the consequences, it's subjective. I may have sex with 20 men, and when you say that women receive or whatever, some women get attached. Some people have sexual addictions, whatever. Everybody's consequence looks different, right or wrong. Some women get pregnant, some don't. Some men get STDs, some don't. Everybody's consequence is subjective. So I can't say I can list a whole bunch of them, but I can't say the specific one. It's depending on you and whatever you caught, spiritually or physically.
Okay, so now
pregnancy, you could have one body and still catch it. That's not really a consequence.
Let Mr. Tim take
That's not really a consequence.
Okay, so
let's
right
do that
now,
now.
right? We have two different people. We have a 20-year-old guy standing here, right? Well, a 25-year-old guy standing here. And we have a 25-year-old female standing here. The guy parents are sitting here, mom and dad. The girl's parents are sitting here, mom and dad. And then we let them both hold their body count. The guy say, okay, I've slept with 25 women. The female say, I've slept with 25 men. What do you think the guy parents gonna tell the guy?
Don't marry her.
What do you think the female parents gonna tell her? Tell the female.
Probably won't be a big deal.
Thank you. Case closed.
Because that's the reality.
So
That's
the basis of this whole thing is
That's
to
the
determine. Hold on, the basis of this whole thing is to determine whether you get picked or not. That's the basis of this.
That is,
Okay,
that is
ladies, if you want to be picked, lie and say you got one body, or say you a virgin. Then, because at this point,
guess what?
that's the
You
argument.
can lie.
But quick
You can
question.
lie.
Okay, let me ask you. You want to be picked, or you don't want to be picked?
Do you want to be picked, or you don't want to be
answer the
picked?
question. You just said
Do
don't
you
answer-
wanna be picked?
You just said don't answer a question with a question. Do you want to be picked?
I don't know.
She already been picked.
But the reason why I asked that question is that if you want to be picked in life, at the end of the day, whether it's marriage, there's a certain way that you're going to live your life. There's a certain way that you're going to behave. There's certain things you're going to do that other people that do that you're not going to do.
That is dictated by society.
If you want to get chosen in life, you want to be married, right? And you're doing the things of that you know you're not supposed to do. You're gonna get. It's gonna. At the end of the day, don't be married if you don't get picked. You know, that's what I'm saying. That if you're looking for marriage, if that's your end goal, right? And you know you want to get married, there's a certain way that you're supposed to live your life. You get what I'm saying? There's a certain way that you're supposed to behave. You understand? There's a certain way you're supposed to speak to people. You get what I'm saying? You can't do the things that everybody's doing. So if you're doing the things that everybody's doing, which is going clubbing, you out here in the third, having fun, sleeping with men, and then you at the age of 28, 29, you trying to get married, and you know people are talking to you and they can hear about it, the way you're talking, the way you're moving, you know, shorty looking like, you know, she got this and that in the third, and nobody picking you. Don't come on no podcast be like, oh, men are the same, oh, men are dogs, men are this and the third, but then you walking out at the age of 25, you have 25 bodies. Like, come on. Really?
Your value is down.
So I have a question for you,
the
men,
value
then.
is not
And my
that-
question to you is this. My question to you is this. That scenario that Mr. Tintin just did, would you let your son marry that woman?
Me personally, yes.
Okay, so that right
This
now,
is
right?
just me. This is just
you know
me.
the case
But-
of
but
you know the case of how much is in the water case, the whole case?
It depends.
24.
Some of them is 24, some of them are 30, some of them
Let's
are
go with
Okay,
the
so
24.
let's say at 24, right?
like 40 bottles of
The
water
bottle.
in a pack.
In a
let's
case
say
of
that
water.
In a case.
Oh, case of what? Okay.
There is 25 of these with all this in there has entered you.
Oh, God.
Think about it. 25. Every one of them have put this water in you. And how can you value such a bucket?
Oh my God.
That's
That
a
is-
bucket. Would you drink out of such bucket?
And remember this too. Remember
Would you
this too. Why do
value
you
such
think? Why do you
bucket?
think when men?
I think they are not paying us. Put their bottle down.
As in-
Listen. In all seriousness, why do you think like men play the field, right? In their 20s, having fun, all that. When they're ready to settle, right? Why do you think they go for somebody that has less?
Less body count.
Why? Why do you
but
think that?
Isn't
But
also
nobody's
the
asking
reason
that.
why some of the men, because they've done a lot of playing in the field, right? And they go after these women that are not experienced in sex, right? They're not out there like that, right? They find these women also very boring. Then they go back out there to cheat on their wives.
The ones that
with the
hoes.
side pieces out there. And a lot of well, I won't say a lot, then I'm generalizing. Some married men, or even many of them, are doing that. They will not marry the ones with a lot of high body count, because the ones with a high body count are experiencing sex and all of it, because they've been exposed,
Not
right?
just that. We don't marry them because they come with baggage.
Which one? The ones with a high body count?
Yeah, they come with a lot of
Remember,
But
baggage.
then you will cheat on the woman
with the exact hoe that got 50 bodies.
right, with the 50 bodies.
Do you remember
Enjoyments.
when I said this on
Enjoyments.
this
They are-
podcast
they are-
before?
That have low standards.
Listen.
remember I said
It
this-
just don't
look.
add up.
No.
It
It's not about standards. Listen. Our standards. No, our standards.
She has all of that. But a
No,
man like you,
remember I said
hold on,
something.
marry the
let him-
virgin.
Uh-huh.
You'll marry the virgin, but then go cheat on her
The one with
the
the
one
50
that got
Listen,
60
listen,
bodies.
listen,
You
listen.
mess
Up
and
your
then
marriage.
You mess
our
up
our
body
choice,
counts.
our
No,
choice.
man.
We
But
only
remember I
make
said something,
our
though.
choices, right? Our standards is high when we're choosing our life partners.
Y'all are so
When-
unsafe.
But you would
listen,
cheat
you
on
can't be
them.
faithful.
Listen, when
With
we
their
are,
low hand,
when
you
we
can't
are
be
treat-
faithful.
side pieces, there's no standards.
That's why you have. That's you are made for side
no, listen,
piece. That's why you
listen,
have
listen.
25.
Any man that is playing the field, there's no standards.
For side chicks?
There's no standards for side chicks.
Eh.
We just
So
enter
if-
like motels.
So okay,
in and out.
so if there's no standard for side chicks, why would you ruin your marriage because of
You see
someone
rubbish.
The whole
who doesn't
point-
have
nonsense.
standards?
The whole point- you see rubbish and you see nonsense.
listen. People ruin their marriage. They got caught. You know, when you do all this, you're not trying to get caught, but they got caught and it happened. Life is life. But remember what you guys said.
So how
What
would you
the
make?
heck?
How does that make you feel?
But listen though.
Uh-huh.
Listen though. In reality, right? Listen. Nobody trying to get caught. Nobody trying to ruin their marriage. You understand? Me personally, I don't think that if you play the field that you get married, I think that life should be behind you. But in reality, at the end of the day, niggas gonna be niggas, guys gonna be guys. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. You understand? So, yes, our standard is high in who we want to marry, who we want to share our last name, who we want to hold our bank accounts, who we wanted to take care of our house and pray for us. Yes, but the one that is across the street, the one that is this,
Which one is this?
you know, we call them this.
The shaky,
You know, we call them this. When your left thigh is itching, we call them that.
Oh, man.
Those people, you know, they're like, let me blink and come back.
Oh God.
You see, you are blinking, you
Miss-
coming back.
you know-
Mr. Tinte, come
You're
in
not
then.
You're not blinking for too long. You're just blinking like a quick 15, 20 minutes. That's even long, like 5, 10 minutes. And you understand? Then you come back to your high standard woman. Because listen,
Is
Look,
this
let me-
serious?
That's reality. That's
no.
reality.
Are you listening to yourself?
That's reality.
Go
Let me
ahead,
get to
Mr.
this.
That's reality.
You see, like if you're a man, right? That's why I say every man needs to be careful who they marry, right? Because the woman
At
that
this
you
point,
marry,
women, be careful who you marry because you hear these men.
the woman
man.
that
Oh.
you marry, right, is direct reflection
Of you.
of you.
Okay.
Think about it.
But the side piece is not a direct reflection.
value.
They are not.
Your value, you are as valuable as the woman that you can get to submit to you.
Okay.
Okay? So, if you can get a high value woman with less body count, a woman that a lot of men can say, oh, I've seen her underwear before. You don't want that. Because the more that they say, the more her value goes down and the more your value goes down.
Okay.
Right? That's why a lot of men, we want younger women that haven't had as much body count.
But these days,
So
the younger ones are wilding.
that's why these
So at the
days.
end-
That's
so
why
now
these days
just
there's not
everybody
a
live
lot
by
of
yourself,
marriages.
man.
That's why these days a lot of
Yeah.
marriages. There's not a lot of marriages, right?
Okay.
And then we are having a whole bunch of cat ladies. Well, we're gonna have a whole bunch of future cat ladies, but to get to the point, I want to stand somewhere, and I'm proud when somebody say, "Oh, you seen this wife? Beautiful. She like
Yes.
High value woman.
Now
Classy.
I don't want
You don't want to walk into a room
wanna
and people
do
be like,
all
yo,
these work.
you
and
see
then
what she was
bring
wearing
a
on social
woman-
media? Yo, you see that video that came out? Yo, you
and
see
then I have
those
a woman
pictures?
that like
Nobody want that.
like I have the Kim Kardashian or something.
Okay, we are done. So
Jesus Christ!
You
Everybody
again.
can go.
No,
To,
hey.
everybody can go to
see.
www.222.com.
The thing is,
and see
listen.
their videos. How valued are
be
you?
quiet.
Listen. Both
Back on line.
women and men. At the end of the day, no woman. At the end of the day, like you were saying, for men, for women perspective, no woman at the end of the day wants to walk in a building and they're like, yeah, this guy is this guy is that, this guy. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's how you live your life. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to get picked, because
have less
not
sexual
just
partners.
not just have less body count. There's a certain way you're supposed to conduct yourself.
But you can still have a lot of multiple partners and still conduct yourself like you're a boss chick, like high lady.
But
That's what a lot of people are doing.
That's
these
why I
days.
said. That's why I said nowadays nobody's really asking for. I'm not about to sit down and ask you what's your body count. I think that's a childish question. Nobody really asking that. But you know, sometimes the way you move
Like it's easy for people to
It can
kind of
give
detect it.
it can give second. You get what I'm saying?
I asked this question, but you guys didn't answer it. So I'll come back again and ask you guys again.
There's no
how
number.
many number counts will consider a woman a lady and not, as you guys call it, a hoe?
Our
So,
age.
Let me.
Between 18 to 25.
Between 18 to 25, if you have two,
Body count.
the most, probably 3.
30.
30, we add 2 more.
So if at the age of 30 you have 4 body counts, it's okay.
Yes, that's personally for me. I would
4.
I would strongly. I would see a certain aspect of your life, and I would strongly, kind of really weigh the good and the bad.
Okay,
If
Michael,
you
what
have
about-
4, we weighing good and bad.
Okay.
Now, if you have
So
5,
the less the better.
the less
At
the
least,
better.
but 4 you you can maintain it.
4, you have
Mike-
good attitude. You have good shoulder on your
The way
head.
I
look like
was
you can do
answering
something
the
with your
questions
life.
is generally me personally is different because I'm not about it. If I'm talking to you, trying to get to know you, trying to build something, I'm not going to ask those questions. So your body count is irrelevant. But I'm just saying in general, if you're trying to get chosen, there's a certain way you're supposed to live your life. You get what I'm saying? Whether you have me, if I'm interested in you, if I like you, if I want to talk to you, I want to get to know you, your body count is irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? Only boys cares about only boys care
what
about a
is-
man that's trying to move with you, trying to build something with you. They don't really care about that.
But then, Michael, if that is the case, then what if you do meet a woman who carry themselves certain ways and but then they have 10, but they're like 25, but they have 15.
But
body
the
count.
only way you will know if you ask.
So you
And now
don't
they-
ask, don't know.
That's
Don't
what I'm
ask, don't
saying.
tell. That's what he's saying.
It's like
Don't ask, don't tell.
It's like if you cheated today and your girl come and ask you, babe, do you cheat? You're gonna
said
be like, no.
Can I ask you a question, Michael?
Okay,
You
ask
get
the
me.
question.
If you meet somebody, or let's just say your girl, she wouldn't be your girl if you didn't feel like she was up to par, right? As far as what you want, right? If later on down the line, with how she carries herself and why you decided to make her your girl, she tells you that she has 25 bodies. You leaving
Would
her?
you leave her?
At what age?
25.
The age that she's at right now, however old she is, she tells you that she has
Oh, yeah, we're
25.
done.
You are
You
done?
We're
this
done.
boy, this boy right here.
I'm telling you 100% we're done.
Oh, but get that, I beg.
You don't care, but if she tells you, you are done.
It don't make no sense.
That's
What
what
you
I'm
know
saying.
you don't know doesn't hurt.
Okay.
So
You
if
just
you
said
tell me,
no,
I know.
Michael,
Now I'm sitting there like,
Michael,
yo, you did this and that in the third age of
Michael,
12. Oh,
you
we're
just
done.
said what matters is how the person carries themselves.
Yeah.
If your
But the way
girl
you
with
carry,
everything,
but listen though, the way you
Bro,
carry
this boy
yourself,
is
no,
chatting.
the way you carry yourself, the way you behaving, right? I still don't know how much your body count is, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
so with everything that is of good value,
I don't care. 25.
right
that's
now,
it.
your
I
girl
want to
comes
know.
to you and
We're
she
done.
tells you she got
We're
25.
done.
You're lying, bro.
Are you gonna tell me?
Michael, you chatting? Why you lying?
Are you me?
This boy is chatting. I can't. Nah.
Are you
It's
me?
cool. It's cool. It's cool.
We're done.
Okay.
But the thing to you that you want to know.
I want to know so I can kick you out.
Oh my God. Right.
We're done.
I ain't got time for that.
We're
I ain't got time
done.
for that play.
Yeah.
I ain't got because me the way I talk, the way the stuff that I say.
You're just not ready for what is coming.
Me, I
No,
won't ask.
I
Me,
will
I
have
won't
the
ask.
whole
You understand?
universe, all the whole clubs get together and protest against me if I'm not.
Me, I
so
won't
I
ask.
just want to know, so I don't get
Yes,
myself
because I
into
don't want to know
that
anything. I
kind
won't
of
ask.
predicament.
I won't ask. But if you tell me, we're done.
We are done.
At that age that I know you, and you 25.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, we're done.
25.
And you have 15 body
Oh,
counts.
you're done.
Hold on,
Oh,
Michael,
we're done.
wait.
25.
No, wait.
At the
I
age
have a
of
question.
25, that means from the
Michael,
time that you were
with
giving birth
everything
to
that is of
every
good
year.
value and
We're
a good,
done.
why are you going to leave
We're
your girl
done.
because she got 25 bodies?
Yes.
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 You're chatting. That don't make no sense,
Yes.
bro. What are you talking about?
Number one,
Bruh.
my girl is 26 years old.
Nah, this boy is
if she got
Bruh.
25
But
bodies at the age of 26,
Uh-huh.
we're done. Case closed. We're
Do the
done.
math. If you really do the math, that means since the day that she was giving birth,
We're
every year to
done.
get one day. Every year one day.
We're done.
Are you kidding me?
Case
What am I
closed.
gonna do with that?
We're done.
What am I gonna do with that?
You guys are crazy. Seriously.
What in Jesus' name am I gonna do with that?
This is
Even
not bad.
God will punish me if I even say with you.
The funny thing, there will not even be an argument.
Ay.
I will just
okay.
I will be done silently.
Okay, so guys, let me know. Would you take somebody, if you were a man, would you date or marry a woman with a high body count? And if you are also a woman, would you marry? Okay, the word here is not even day because
If
I
you
think
do,
women
you might
wouldn't
even
care.
die early.
But would you marry a man with a high body count?
Let me ask this question
Is
to
that
the
like
ladies.
25.
Let me
You
ask
know
this
how
question to the
much
ladies.
water is.
Okay, I was the question before I ended.
Let me ask this question to the ladies. Would you date somebody that is 25 years old that got 4 baby mamas already?
Hell no.
Why?
I would even date someone with a child.
Would you?
How are you gonna compare that?
Answer the
I'm
question.
not answering that. That's a dumb
Answer
question.
the
No way.
question.
I'm not answering
I'm not
that.
doing it.
That's so dumb. What are you talking about?
The way you guys
How you
equate
gonna- that-
baby
you talking
mama with
about a whole-
marriage,
a whole
you
child.
create multiple,
4 of 'em.
multiple
How that
degrees
makes
with
sense?
What does that tell you about the men?
What are you?
Right.
That he's
right.
irresponsible.
Listen. Case closed. End the show. Case closed. End the show.
we are
That's
done.
what I'm saying.
No,
You see-
you're not making sense.
Yes,
You're-
it is.
You're comparing children to bodies.
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about?
Because
That's
the-
4 kids.
Because listen.
Bruh, what are you saying?
Okay. Baby number 1,
Bruh,
right?
Michael, you're talking about 4 kids. At the end
Listen.
of the day, in the beginning of the talking
We're
stage,
talking
you
about
can't hide
25.
it.
Listen,
So when I
listen,
work with
listen,
you, I know
listen.
you got 4 kids.
Listen,
I can
listen,
decide
listen.
in that beginning stage that I can't
25?
take that. You're
Listen.
talking about you didn't build over a year of a relationship with a woman that you trust and you love.
Yes.
She comes to you right now.
Yes.
She tells you she got 25.
Done.
You leaving?
Done.
You're
You
guys
chatting.
go.
That
Done.
woman is
Case
lying,
closed.
bruh.
Listen,
You
listen,
guys
listen.
go.
Listen.
I'm not.
You see how she?
No,
But
no.
listen. You see how?
Michael,
You see how
no.
she won't answer? You see how she won't answer?
Let's learn
Somebody that got
25 men.
no.
Michael,
Okay, why would you?
Hold on.
Okay, why wouldn't you talk to the
First
guy?
of all,
Why wouldn't you talk
first of all, a guy that has 1 child. Me personally, I'm not comfortable being a stepmother for a bunch of reasons. It's not about being responsible or not.
to hear it.
It's not even about being responsible or not. Listen.
I want to hear
Bruh,
it.
at the end of the day, you're talking about me. I wouldn't even want to date somebody that has 1 child. That's just what it is.
What-
But at the end
okay.
of the day, you're trying to compare
let me
4
generalize
kids
this.
to
Let me
bodies.
generalize this. Let me generalize this.
Generalize it and let's go. Let's end
What
it.
is the chances, right? What is the chances of a woman dating or taking a man seriously that has 4 baby mamas, right? At the age of 25.
No.
What's the chances, right?
0.
So now the question, okay. Now, so the question is this: what is the chances of a guy taking a woman with 25 body count at the age of 25? What is the
But
chances
look
of
at what
that?
I asked him. I said,
You know what I'm saying?
Children.
They've been together for matter of fact, y'all have known each other for over 10 years.
Okay.
Right?
Hell,
Y'all
even if
have
it's
dated
20,
each other for
you gotta
over
go.
a year.
Yes.
I'm
You need to
saying
talk in the camera.
after
Uh-huh.
she tells
We're
you
done.
that You're chatting.
We're done. Listen.
you're
No,
chatting.
listen.
She's gone.
No matter where, listen. No matter how you put the question,
Nah,
whether
bro,
it's
you're chatting.
whether it's coming from heaven, it's coming from hell, it's coming from South Korea.
You are done.
We are done.
Okay.
Do you know what
Let's go.
kind of
Matter of
bad
fact,
dreams you
okay.
can have?
Period.
I'll
Do you
even
know
say
that
this.
bad
I'll even
dream
say
a man
this.
can
I'll even
have?
say this. So you know, listen. Even if I find out, right, a week we are about to get married, the wedding is off. We are
Thank
done.
you.
Period. Guys, you heard it. Again, let me know. I was about to end it and then Chola and Michael are not done with this conversation.
We might
So-
do that. I got to end this.
No.
I got to end this.
Okay, let me say what and I'll let you end it.
One thing.
Hold on. Let me say what I have to say and then I'll let you end it.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, let me know. Again, as I said earlier on, would you be with somebody with a high body count, right? Let me know what your reason and let's continue this conversation. Right there at the comment. Please comment on it. And I would love to have a back and forth conversation with you. Again, do not forget to subscribe our channel, Diaspora Moment Podcast. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, still the same name, Diaspora Moment. And I'll see you next week. End it.
If you're a guy and you date a woman with 25 body counts, all you're going to have is PTSD nightmares.
We are done. We'll see you next time. Bye.
PTSD.
This is Diaspora Moments by Dion London.